Hello, welcome on in. How are we today? There we go. Brilliant. It's another day. It's another time. Another time for frickin' Star Wars. How are we doing, Sly? What's up, man? And I obviously know you're in the middle of your first watch through it. Actually. Sorry. Just there we go. Oh, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for some more freaking Star Wars action. I am looking forward to this. It's just a good time. It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan. And I've realized there's only 2 episodes to go. Well, today and next week's, and that's it. Because I think there's only 8 episodes. Which is mad to think about. Absolutely bonkers. Okay, good timing. Sup, dude. I was like, either it's really good timing, or I should do the watch parties 40 minutes earlier for you. You know. To be fair, I'd originally planned to be on at 11:30, and I changed it this morning to 11:45 because I was I slept in this morning. I don't know why I thought I could manage this right in good timing, but yesterday, like when I think about what I actually did my usual couple hours for the lady in the morning, then I wrote most of the video, then I did my 6-hour stream, had food, watched an episode of TV with her, then I came back in here, finished writing the episode, recorded, did a bit more writing, recorded, edited, and posted another video. And it was like... freaking, like, what, 12:30? Quarter to 1. I think that I did it in the end. Oh, I can probably see it in here, actually. When did I post it? Yeah, 12, yeah, 1:45. I was gonna say, Sly saying this, hoping that the last episode isn't too massive a cliffhanger to keep me itching for the next one. It's absolutely going to be that. They're setting up a whole other thing. Because what I didn't realize is, like, in the Thrawn trilogy, he has like his whole like own empire, like Empire of the Hand or something, something along those lines. And they're obviously not going to copy it word for word, but the idea that Thrawn is gonna, you know, is gonna escape all this, he's gonna get away, and he's gonna obviously we know he's got a lot of people like possibly under his command already, because we saw them in Mando season 3, that council, the Shadow Council almost, you know. But the thing is though, to me, it doesn't need to just be a cliffhanger. It needs to end on a big loss. We need to... Sorry, guys, I'm moving the microphone. By the end of this like series, we need to understand truly how big and bad he is. That's what they need to get across now. They want to set up this universe. They want to have a big climactic movie to finish it all off. They want to have all these different things. They need to set it up big time. In my opinion. Anyway, that's my opinion. Did you wait to watch it, Sly? Would it be your first time watching it with me as well? Ian, did you enjoy the episode? That's all I'll ask. Also, no, fuck that. It's more fun if I've seen it already. To be fair, when it's like big moments, I think you do enjoy it because you know, like, there's moments to look out for. Isn't Thrawn arriving back in the primary galaxy a big enough loss? I think they will have to remind people of the council, like the Shadow Council. I do agree. For us, right, we understand that's the problem this show will have. We know that Thrawn getting back in the galaxy is a huge loss. We know that. But the people who don't pay attention to all the different things or don't watch all the different shows, they need to understand how big of a loss that is. And that's what the show has to get across. Right now, we care about it, technically. Like, if you haven't watched Rebels, you care about Thrawn being back because we know it means all-out war. Right? Do we think the Chimera docks in the hyperspace ring will be upset if he abandons it? I think it does. Yeah. I think that's why they made a giant hyperspace ring, actually, long term. Otherwise, they could just build a ship with 6 hyperdrive engines. Why build a ring if you didn't plan on transporting someone? And in the end, the Chimera is a standard Star Destroyer. So it's not like it would have been hard to figure out how to build one for it. Before we start this episode, I'm going to go get something to drink. Do it, man. I'll wait for you. Let me know when you're back. Yeah, the Chimera looks too cool as well. The whole, like... God, I even mentioned it. The art of... Katsuki? The art of repairing broken objects with a gold inlay. A gold lacquer. I love it. I love that vibe. Because I feel like... I didn't actually say this in the video either, which I should have. I feel like that was almost what they were attempting to do with Rise of Skywalker, with Kylo Ren's helmet. The idea of like repairing it in that way, but they're like, oh, let's make it Star Wars-y and evil, so let's just make it red. But I think just straight up just making it gold and be like, yeah, we were inspired by the exact thing that's happened. Nothing wrong with that. In the day, you know, Star Wars is a collection of... It's a combination of just mythologies and lore and everything from a variety of different cultures. You can just reference things and just make it Star Wars. And how's your day been so far, Ian? How's work treating you, dude? I was just happy I got the episode out. I'll be right back. Need to feed Lapooch. No worries, dude. Let us know when you're back as well, and then that's when we'll start. Because I'm assuming you'll be back after Sly. So now, for those of you who don't know already, we do currently have another episode out. Or another video, sorry, it's a pretty bad way of putting it. So if you guys have a look here, I'll just change the screen for a second. On the Qui-gon Ting, we got another video out. We got Thrawn's Undead Legion. Where I go into the idea of the possibility of having, like, is Thrawn's soldiers, like, troopers undead? Are they not dead, but they are enhanced? That kind of thing. I just go through the different ideas and ways it could be possible. Obviously, Anakin's lesson to Ahsoka, and what I actually really like, I like this one a bit more, because to me, this is like what I like to call something that lasts throughout, you know? So, everyone has the Force, Star Wars Explained. I like the idea, I like doing Star Wars Explained because they last longer than the current TV show or whatever, you know? Don't get me wrong, the thumbnail's a bit more relevant because it's got Sabine in it, but that just, you know, that you got to play the YouTube game, you know? Anyway. Yeah, everyone. The whole video about how everyone has the Force, I actually really... I enjoyed making it, I enjoyed researching into it and all that kind of thing. And I like to keep these videos, you know, they're a bit more bite-sized, you know? Like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, that kind of thing. I don't like to try and pad out the videos any more than they need to be. Unless I'm reacting to something, let's face it, those always go over, you know? So yeah, but... don't forget to check those out when you've got, if you haven't already, you know? I've got to plug them in. Annoyingly, the lady's on a call with someone at the moment, so I couldn't make myself anything more than just a glass of water. So, here I am, no cup of tea, no coffee, no nothing. Just water. But it's alright, we'll be healthy. You know, I've already had a coffee today. one thing that we got, I'm trying to think what else we got to look forward to after this. I think when we have finished, obviously catching up the shows, we will have a few months without Star Wars, right? Because I think the next thing is Bad Batch Season 3? Yeah, Bad Batch Season 3. I think that's the next thing. And there obviously is talks about Acolyte and Skeleton Crew. But we could be looking for like at least quite a few months before that happens. So I think what I might start doing, if you guys are interested in it, I might try and look for some awesome expanded universe books. Like, hey, maybe we read through the Thrawn trilogy and then I'll do videos about those, what I see in there. I want to do a couple of things behind the scenes because that stuff to me is really fascinating. I really love seeing the behind the scenes for Star Wars stuff. It always interests me. They're always pushing the envelope for technology, so it's always great to see how they do it. It's just one thing ILM has like done since its creation. Welcome back, Ian. Once we have Sly confirmed he's back, we'll start the watch party. But yeah, no, I'd love to go into some old expanded universe books, and there's also a book I will get. It's expensive though, so I'm gonna wait for a little bit. But the book, it's called where is it? Yeah, it's the Star Wars Archives. Okay, so from 1999 to 2005, it's a collection of. Let's have a look here. What does the actual thing say? It's a load of basically interviews and extra behind the scenes things that was all put together in a book by Paul Duncan, along with concept art and all this kind of thing. And it goes into, even for example, it even goes into what George Lucas imagined would be a sequel trilogy. For example, it's all in there, along with loads of awesome like concept art and all those kind of things. I'll show you actually, guys. Does anything show in here? Yeah, actually does. I'll show you guys on here. Yeah, here you go. Like these books here. I want to get these books eventually. And there'll be loads of stuff we can talk about in these. Absolutely tons of stuff. So, yeah, it's in the plan. In the plan to be done eventually. Skeleton Crew is supposed to be pushed before the end of the year, but maybe pushed to... yeah, because it depends how much these strikes have affected it. Because obviously, we're assuming the show had already been written, but obviously... the Writers Guild went on strike, and then the Screen Actors Guild went on strike as well. So there's a possibility, because it is rumored that the Writers Guild strike is ending today, right? That is meant to be what's happening. Righto, I'm ready. Are we starting after the recap and opening credits? I always just start at the very beginning because it's just easier for timing. Right, let's just mute this for a second. No days for Bad Batch 3 or Mando 4 yet? Yeah, that's fair. Cheeky glass of wine? Hell yeah, dude. Right. So I sorry, Ian. I still haven't downloaded the app, so I'm just doing my standard 3 restarts. Hey, it's worked right away. Cool. Right. So, are we all ready, folks? I'll begin the countdown in a second. Okay. Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Previously on Ahsoka. Is a droid story still a thing? Well, we didn't see it at Celebration. Did you hear some people say, by the way, that Thrawn's voice like was close but not good enough? From some people, it's like, dude, it's the same guy. I heard one complaint about this episode, and I'll go into it at the end of this. Even though they just watched someone literally travel away in a giant hyperspace ring. The music. Sounds much more John Williams. About today's episode. This dude's blatantly like an inside jobber. Or just a moron. Oh. Ah. After season 3. Hey! Nice. I'm actually glad they brought in 3PO instead of like tried to do something with Organa. If the dude objects to evidence. You know full well, like, Chopper's like the one droid that doesn't speak English that you understand exactly what he says. It's cool seeing 3PO again. It's the right way of doing it because I don't want to see Leia in, like, you know, in deep fake, or you know what I mean, or any other kind of stuff. She still has them. They've blended live action with animated so well. I appreciate Ahsoka's ability to separate her Anakin with Revenge of the Sith Anakin Vader. I think that's the whole point of Episode 5 was. Or 6. No, 5. Oh damn! Are they mines? That's new. I did think that the Purga weren't going to stay during all that. It showed you how good the Night Sisters are, because they knew exactly where to put those mines. Because I guarantee that's not around the entire planet. These have got to be dead Night Sisters in the catacombs. Doing an empire, nice. Yeah, the Purrg will have been there before. You can't guarantee be the same place every time, but I get your point, though. They do kind of have lanes. She's leaving out a lot of details, probably because she knows that. And then she should be like, Ezra shouldn't be happy, in a way. Yes, but no. What kind of bond do you need to have have that level, you know? What level do you need to be? 6, 7? I did wonder when they were gonna start blowing up the debris field. Yeah, about those dark Jedi I led here. I like that Baylan's literally there just for her. Peaceful is defenseless. I like how they have like a little like disaster mode. Likes you but lacks your sense of humor. I like how the howler's in there as well. They gave Sabine the most timid howler to think exist. Oh. Oh, damn. Is he strong enough for the Force, I wonder? He should be. He's had a lot of time to practice it. Nice. Oh, singed his hair. Oh, that's cool. Impatience for victory will cause defeat. I thought Hu Yang is a good enough pilot to deal with him, though. He's such a good Ezra. Perfect casting. Genuinely. These troopers all sound normal. I don't think they're undead guys. If Baylan's there, they win quite easily here. I think. Genuinely. Troopers actually hitting their target. Don't cry. I mean, it's a touching moment, but you know, I ain't crying. Mm. Is he going home? Right, now that I've actually watched this, so I wrote down the complaint I saw, okay, from someone. Alright? The complaint was that Ezra was too jokey. What? Ezra was exactly how Ezra has always been in Rebels. Yeah, I actually don't understand that complaint. I don't actually understand it. That was a good episode. I liked it. It's weird to think that this is the second to last episode, because it's always like this idea that it should be like people always. Actually, better way of putting it. People always expect like a two-part finale. The question is, do they get back? Do they get back? Did they not watch Rebels? Honestly. It's like when the medium changes, they expect the tone to change with it. I'll take, in quotes, telling people I've never seen Rebels without saying I've never seen Rebels for 200. Literally. Yeah. I enjoyed the episode though. That was good. That flew by, honestly. You know, for well, Baylan by standard, Baylan intends on staying here. It feels like he intends to just stay here completely, but he knows that that's not what. No, that's not what Shin Hati wants. I know, like he said, he raised her to be more. You know what I mean? Like more than just a Padawan, more than just a Jedi. But I maybe like more recent discussions with her, he's changed it a little bit and gone, you know what, this actually isn't what she wants. I did see someone say Baylan's on a side quest. Well, for him, it's his main one. Like, Baylan staying would be wonderful rather than killing him off. Yeah, one thing I've seen lots of people talking about how they want to, like, hey, if Baylan survives, I want to see him recast with this character or this character. You know what? Don't. Leave it as Ray Stevenson's last piece. You know what I mean? Leave it as his last thing that he's done. In my opinion. Because I tell you what, Baylan is one of my favorite evil characters, without a doubt. Before I used to always say like maybe like Dooku or something, you know. Baylan's up there, man. He's been very good, very solid. And I'll go through some more of the comments I saw now while I was. I don't really like talk too much during the watch party. Let's have a look here. At first, I wasn't a big fan of Baylan and Shin having like a generic Padawan lightsaber hilt, but the more I think on it, the more it's like perfect thematically. I'm just so used to bad guys having really cool flashy hilts, but yeah, they left the Jedi Order after Baylan was living in this temple as a Padawan. It makes sense to have basic sabers. Also, they had like the actual actors had direct say in how their lightsabers looked as well, which I really like. Ian says it very much fits. The Baylan is a medieval knight to Ahsoka's samurai Ronin influence. Oh, absolutely. Ride the guy out without killing him, please and thanks. Exactly that. Exactly that. Is he evil? Question mark. he's like Hondo style evil, where he's ultimately self-serving. I would agree with that, actually. Yeah, I think evil is the wrong word. Self-serving is the correct one, because the idea of a Jedi is that they aren't self-serving. You know, they are serving those around them. So being self-serving, yeah, doesn't inherently make him evil. Then again, though, he did like definitely makes him a Dark Jedi, though, because he definitely does. He's not afraid to gut people apart, as we saw in the first episode. We are no Jedi. Have you noticed as well, guys, how high up he holds his saber? Like, his hands are like almost around the blade itself. Dude just lives life on the edge, clearly. I enjoyed that, though. I enjoyed that. They're definitely showing some. I did see a couple complaints. I never saw, obviously, like, spoilers, but I did see some complaints, and another one, obviously, besides that, was that they thought that certain characters had a bit more plot armor, the main cast. They saw that. Yeah, they saw certain characters had more plot armor. They saw that. They thought that Thrawn didn't come across as smart enough. And I don't think that's entirely fair, in my opinion. He definitely showed how calculating he was. In the end, I'm trying to think. In the end, Thrawn has always been a type to, like, gather information. He wants to know how to fight the people he's fighting. And he can't just be like, oh yeah, it's like the time when I fought in Rebels, because in the end, it's been 10 years. All of them have advanced in the 10 years time, obviously. Sabine is now kind of a Jedi. Or at least a lightsaber. Ahsoka... Well, I don't think he's actually he's never met Ahsoka, so that's a whole new variable for him. He's obviously never met Baylan and Shin. So there's loads of, like, unknown variables, like, in his plans. So, like, really, this, like, the end of that one was more like a fact-finding mission, almost. Obviously, if Baylan is with Shin, it probably goes a bit different, because, I'm not being funny, Ahsoka is clearly... It seems like Ahsoka is just straight up weaker than Baylan, which is quite mad to think about, you know? He's better with the blade, he's stronger with the Force, he's balanced... Really, he is balanced. You don't see... He's not susceptible to anger, he's not like all your typical types of bad guy. Shin, not so much, you know. She's at that young stage where she's, like, getting arrogant and confident, and all the things that you shouldn't be getting when you're, like, that kind of one. But, you know, it's just interesting. It's really interesting where this is going to go. I think it's very likely that Baylan stays on Peridia. He's obviously there for a reason, though. Like, I wonder if it will show him finding anything. Because clearly, this was filmed before... They may have made some last-minute tweaks. Maybe. I don't know if they actually intended on keeping keeping Baylan in for the next season. It's hard to tell. But it's clearly, like, he's there for his own interest. And that's... While it could be like, oh yeah, if Baylan went with Shin, then they would... To be honest, they would capture Ezra and Sabine. They might do it before Ahsoka even arrives. All that kind of thing. Do you think Baylan is stronger? It's pretty close. I mean, physically, absolutely, though. The dude is, like, got the most powerful swings. It's insane. When it comes to, like, you could like his whole style is just overpowering. Obviously, what caught Ahsoka before was that she was unbalanced. I think they're well matched, but he is steadfast as such in his commitment to his path, whereas Ahsoka has other things in mind. True. That's true. Yeah. It's pretty. It's pretty close. It is pretty close. She definitely. It looked like she actually attacked him with a different form. And she actually attacked him with two sabers. Actually, it's a good point. I only just clocked that. She attacked him with 2 sabers, not 1. I wonder if that's why she was like practicing that form. Yeah. That was cool though. I did enjoy it. It was good. To be fair, I saw a lot of people saying they would rate this episode like 6 out of 10. Which is I think the problem, and this is a problem with a series format, right? A series has highs and lows. You know what I mean? It has highs and lows, and clearly 6 was meant to be like the which way? I need to just double check, right? Yeah. Like 5 and 6 are going to be like I'll say 5 really. It's meant to be like the penultimate episode where obviously we get Hayden Christensen back and we got all these different things, and as a result, I always hate it. People are judging separate episodes. Like everyone's so keen to score everything nowadays. Physically stronger, sure, but that isn't the real issue for Ahsoka. She beat Maul, more important. And more important, fought Savage. Does Ahsoka fight Savage? I kind of like how much of a slow burn Ahsoka's been. Absolutely, yeah, I'm the same. It's hard to please everyone when you make a slow burn series where there are only 8 episodes and squeeze in a load of flashy lightsaber combat to the episodes as well. Yeah. That's the reason why I don't like. Pretty sure I don't know if she does. You could be right because timeline wise it makes sense. She hasn't left the order yet. We see Obi-Wan. Obviously, that scene where Obi-Wan freaking fights Maul and Savage though. Oh, that's cold, man. You want to see a cold fight where like Obi-Wan uses every advantage to him? Great episode. But yeah, you're not wrong though. It's hard to please people when you make a slow burn series. Absolutely. And again, it's the problem with episodic releases because people are too used to. I probably go on this tangent all the time. People are too used to binging TV series, genuinely, because it's like they want to know like what's next. Like get to the next bit, get to the next bit, get to the next bit. What's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of that? Oh, that's filler. You know what I mean? Like all these like different like people said that this doesn't advance the plot. And it depends how you look at advancing the plot. Because we knew that Ahsoka was traveling to Peridia for the sole purpose of reuniting with Sabine and Ezra. Right? Maybe stopping Thrawn in the process. However, doesn't mean it actually happened. The fact it's happened, I think people see because that's what actually happened in the show. You know, she gets there. We know that Baylan's obviously off to do other things. Thrawn's basically completed his things that he can. We know that I think the next episode will probably just end on Thrawn jumping, and that's going to be the end of it. Maybe it will like if it's clever. What I imagine is we'll see like a gathering I think that's what's gonna be the end. Maybe even post credits. I hate post credits, but maybe. Right. Oh no, I know she fought Maul. I meant Savage. Where does she just? I'm gonna actually look it up. Yeah, I don't think she does. I genuinely don't think she does. The problem is, whenever I look it up, everyone's just saying, what if? So I'm actually thinking it didn't happen. Yeah, I don't think it does. Anakin and Kenobi fight Savage. Yeah, Anakin and Kenobi fighting, but not Ahsoka. Look here. I can't remember. I may be remembering a post speculating how it would go. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people put in like speculations on how they think it would go, which makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at everything. I can't see it, but no. Someone has put up a post saying how they see Star Wars and how they rate Star Wars shows and how they personally view them. Movies 1 through 6 and Clone Wars canon. Everything since 2012 Disney to me is automatically Legends. That said, within that confine, I can assign what aligns to George Lucas Star Wars and what feels super off. For example, season 1 Mandalorian, very George Lucas. Andor, very George Lucas Star Wars from world building perspective, despite what the internet think. Slow but likes it. Boba Fett, not George Lucas Star Wars. Kenobi, not George Lucas Star Wars. Rogue One, definitely George Lucas Star Wars. Sequel trilogy, not George Lucas Star Wars in my opinion. Okay, etc. So when they rate episodes, Mandalorian season 2 finale 10 out of 10. This isn't equivalent to Revenge of the Sith 10 out of 10. Weird. There's a major difference between the rating system I have here. Okay. That's the reason why this is why I hate when people do rating systems, right? If you give one thing at 10 out of 10 and something else at 10 out of 10, but they're not the same, it's like, and it's not a 10 out of 10, bro. Anyway, I'm actually interested in what other people have actually said about Ahsoka. There's like 40,000 tweets out about this. So what is everyone else saying about it? Yeah, people are saying how great Aman Esfandi is playing Ezra, which he is. He's absolutely fantastic. Like, genuinely the perfect role. Obviously, love that we got to see Hayden Christensen again, but the fact that he was in that hologram makes me feel like we're not going to see him again, though. Expecting consistency from online nerds, honestly. I mean, he literally says in the post, to be fair, like, oh, I don't rate these the same, they're both 10 out of 10. It's like, that's what scoring is for. This is reason why I hate scoring. You know what I mean? I hate scoring systems. I think they're terrible. They're so misleading. It's like, I saw a genuine tweet. I think I might have actually sent it to Mike, maybe, or someone else. No. I didn't send it to anyone. It's annoying. I saw that someone had rated the episode a 6 out of 10. Like, said how they enjoyed it, but they didn't feel like it, like, moved the plot. And it's like, Yeah. Yeah, other people. Wasn't better than a 6, but still really solid in my opinion. See, what is a definition of, like, 6? You know what I mean? Agree. I love, also, I couldn't have picked a better actor for live action Ezra if I tried. Agreed. I love Rahul, but wouldn't be as good. You know what? I was like, I really wanted to see Rahul, because I know that Rahul loves Star Wars, and I'd love to see him in Star Wars. But I tell you what, he's better. The dude, it's because he has that, like, he has an uplift, that's like the upward spirit, the positiveness. Like, he has all the traits that Ezra would have, and especially more of an Ezra that's like much more cemented in himself. He's not like any of these like outside influences of like Maul or even Kanan in a way, like, and much less so of like the whole grand scheme of like the galaxy being in like trouble. Like, he's much more himself, and I think as a result, it's working out a lot better for him. Like, he's just like much more upbeat. I still don't like how they have brushed over the fact that Sabine has kind of like, they've not fully undone. Also, Ian, enjoy lunch. They've not fully undone what Ezra did. Okay, it's not the same. Like, if Thrawn is still around, well, the Empire is still a fully fledged thing. Obviously, even more deadly because you've got Thrawn with much more disposable resources at his hands. So even though, like, yeah, he's gonna go back to the galaxy, he's gonna find all his remnants and all that other stuff, and he's gonna be really deadly. But he's not gonna be as deadly as he could have been if he was with the Empire. Then again, these dudes are absolute fanatics, and I feel like it's like a whole different kind of, it's a whole much different kind of empire, a different kind of imperial. Like, I think the first time we saw just how insane these dudes were was when we were looking at, I'm gonna be everything over here. I can see chat better. Everything that we see is that they are willing, basically they're willing to die, which is something you didn't always see from Imperials, in my opinion. They were kind of like, yeah, no, they're just a bit more incompetent, a bit more, all of that jazz. And now we've got a truly crazy empire who are willing to stop at nothing to achieve their aims. And now Thrawn's going to be at the helm, because no matter what happens, Thrawn is not going to be stopped here. There's no way. There's no way Thrawn is going to be stopped here. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many troopers that he loses, his main objective is just to get back. That's his main goal. Because he knows when he gets back, he can get more fighters, he can get his ship even more repaired, he can get more troopers, he can get more everything. Because obviously a lot of we know this is after Mando Season 3, and we know that they were doubting Thrawn. And Gideon was trying to like sow the seeds of discord to make them all more for him rather than for Thrawn. Gideon's gone. Gideon is dead. And a couple weeks later, or a month or two later, or however long it's been, Thrawn's actually going to return. I don't know his name, Captain Pelligra or something. He's going to have everything ready for him. He's finally going to address the council about, look, I was alive. I was just here this whole time. It's going to be great. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Okay, we're going to call it here. I'm going to see if I can write about this. I need to think about what to write about. I don't know what video to make. But if you guys don't know what to watch at the moment, okay, we have actually released a new video. It's kind of like all but not confirmed now, but some things maybe. We did do a video about Thrawn's Undead Legion, as I called it, but it looks like that's not the case, but they may have changed some things. You never know. You never know with Star Wars, do you? But if I go over here to my channel. Yeah, you can find all of our videos here, guys. Okay. So yeah, we got the latest video we just released, Anakin's lesson to Ahsoka, how everyone has the Force explained. Yeah, and I'm gonna try and come up with another video now. But have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you always.